What's the smartest payback you pulled without getting caught? When I moved into my apartment building, I was excited to finally have my own space. The rent was cheap because it was an old building, but everything worked fine until winter came. Every night, the heat would shut off around 10 p.m. Even though our lease guaranteed 24-hour heating, the temperature would drop to freezing, and I'd wake up shivering under 3 blankets. I complained to the landlord multiple times, but he always had excuses. The system was being repaired, or it was just a temporary issue. After a month of this, I noticed something strange. The landlord lived in the building too, in the biggest apartment on the top floor, but somehow, his windows were always foggy with heat while the rest of us froze. One day when he was collecting rent, I saw him slip a key into his pocket, different from the regular building keys. I got curious and followed him one evening. He went to the basement, looked around to make sure nobody was watching, then used that key to access a locked utility room. When he left, I peeked through the small window in the door and saw him adjusting the building's heating system. He was deliberately turning off the heat to save money while keeping his own apartment warm through a separate connection. I was furious, but knew confronting him directly wouldn't work. He'd just deny everything. Instead, I waited until he left for his weekend trip to visit his mother. I knew this was my only chance to fix this for everyone in the building. That Friday night, I went down to the basement with a crowbar. I put on a hoodie and gloves, then broke open the utility room door. Inside, I found a timer system that shut off heat to all apartments except the top floor, which is where he lived. I took photos of everything, then disabled the timer completely and restored heat to the entire building. I also found a stack of official notices from the city warning him about heat regulation violations, warnings he had hidden from all the tenants. I took these with me. The next morning, I knocked on the door of the elderly couple who'd lived in the building longest. The husband had been a maintenance worker before retiring. I felt like he was going to understand me the most and what the landlord was doing. I showed them what I'd found.